So we're at the entrance of the path, and we're gonna go see what I've been up to in the last, 3 weeks or so. So there's Bruce's path, right? And there's Bruce walking. And that's the pond path. And this will be the creek path. There's the creek. That runs during the winter time. It dries up during the summer. So this is my first lawnmower bridge that looks like we got the John Deere across. So Bruce walks twice a day or so, and I literally started following his paths and making trails where he is. And there's Rudy. Rudy runs all over the place. So that leads to the pond over there. We're gonna go this way. So this is one of Bruce's paths that I cut for him. You can see right there, it goes around this tree, and he comes right over here. He looks down the creek. So this is actually the northeast fork of the Union River. And so I kind of followed along the river, right along the edge, and cut a path this way. So we're actually on an island, surrounded by the water on all sides, well, small creeks. So those blocks right there are where I'm going to put another bridge across to the other side of the river, and I'm going to make a trail up that side. Thought I saw a fish. Anyway, so I brought the trails. 8 or 9 years ago I started cutting a trail, and so some of this was already cut. It used to come right down here, go right through there, and down that way. So I was able to do this with not that much work. A little bit of work, but it was already here. You come take a look over the edge. It's really cool. It's dark right now, unfortunately, but there's this little fish. Anyway, you can see it's really deep right here, flat. Probably a good 4 or 5 feet deep. Anyway, you look down there, you can see fish. So my old trail went over here, and I had all this cleared out, and I was going to make a bridge from here to there, but this all floods. It's higher ground over there. And then I built a little footbridge for Bruce. So we're at the huge brush pile that this is all the windfall and all the bushes from me clearing one giant pile. Anyway, we'll walk this way and cut down all the salmon berries right here, and this is where Mom's wildflower garden is going to be, which I need to get on in the next day or two. With the road, I need a rototill it and then plant all her flowers. And Mom will have a wildflower garden on this little clearing right here. You can see everything's starting to come up, so I need to get on that before the nettles come up. Clear that. I might clear it actually tonight or today. It's about 5 o'clock right now. Anyway, we're back on the main path. So this is actually high ground. It does flood, but not all the way. And so this will all be flooded over here. And then the very high spots doesn't flood as the water runs through. Like right here is a low spot, and it'll run that way, when everything floods during the wintertime. And all that is all flooded. So on the other side of that tree right there, that big maple, that's the path that goes to the Creek River, and I'll probably bring my path along there and across there. And then up on top, way up there, there's a road that runs all the way down. And I've started another bridge over near Bruce's house to connect up to that road and let us walk up there. Now we're coming to my little pond. And so here's another path that goes this way, follows the little creek. I have to cut through a big tree so it's not finished. And then we walk over here to another little bridge, just a footbridge, no lawnmower bridge. And I'll have to prep this and block it and fill it with dirt, so it's just a short, small 10-foot span and not this long, probably 20-foot span. Anyway, now we're back on the main pond trail. Let's go see if we can see any fish. Probably have 20, 30 little salmon fry in my pond. You can see that little rising for bugs. I put in a couple bubblers just so they have a little bit of extra oxygen. As long as it's running, there's plenty of oxygen. But come May or so, it's going to stop running and it'll all dry up. Before it dries up, I will transfer the fish out to the creek so that they can survive and not perish in the fetid swamp as it dries up. Well, that's it for today. That's what I've been working on, Pops. Mom, I love you. Talk to you later. There was a good one right there. See if we sit here and wait, maybe we can see one. Actually, let's scare him so you can see him. Swim by. They like the shallow spot, and they'll go to the deep spot when I come over here to raise my hand.